Hiro, Barry came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he was shouting about needing you because, of course, he's always shouting about something. Thankfully, he didn't stay long enough to actually explain it in detail. But he was chatting about you needing to get to a ship at Snow Point City. You know how impatient he is. He was gone before I could ask. Thank God. Anyway, how's it going, kid? Is your project with Professor Rowan coming along? You mean the Pokedex? I mean, kinda. I'm actually pretty close. Which actually reminds me, now that I'm the champion, I can basically do whatever I want. I kind of wanted to go and finish exploring some of the areas I haven't been to. You know, close enough. Actually, to seeing every Pokemon in the Pokedex. That, maybe I could do it. Like, not catch all of them. But, like, see all of them? That'd probably be pretty cool, right? Does this sound annoying you guys yet? It's annoying me, so I'm gonna stop. So, why don't I go do that? Yeah, I know you were probably hoping to spend some time with me since I just got home after a long journey. Again, but, YOLO. Oh, hey, how are you? Pal Park. No, I don't know what that is. But sure. Poor guy doesn't know who I am. A collector. Interesting. Oh, hey! And there you go. There's a Pokemon I hadn't seen yet. And, 2, 1. I have beaten it. Fantastic. Oh, hey, apparently I missed this fisherman, too. Alright, sure. This shouldn't take long. Been running around looking for trainers I missed. Do you have the Pokemon I'm looking for? I certainly hope you do. You do! Okay, cool. Just go ahead and knock you out real quick. And by real quick, I do mean real quick. Yep. So looking at my Pokedex, that just leaves what I'm assuming is the 3 Lake Guardians, and what has to be unknown, because I still haven't caught a stinking unknown in this region yet. So I guess the Salacian Ruins next? Can one just appear, please? Ah, here we go, finally. It has been way longer than you would expect. And I guess I might as well catch it, right? Try a quick ball on it. Can we get it? And beautiful. Now this leaves me with a bit of a conundrum, actually. According to the myths, the Lake Guardians are important, right? They have to remain out there, out and about, in order for Dialga and Palkia to be contained. Because it seems like their role in the world is that whenever one or the other of Dialga or Palkia gets uppity, basically, the 3 Lake Guardians will come out of their lakes and fly to the mountain to seal that Pokemon away again and calm them down. So is it really responsible for me to go after the Lake Guardians and try to catch them? Because if I go after them, that's of course what I'm going to do. I don't know. I kind of feel like Dialga and Palkia wouldn't have gotten upset when they did if not for Cyrus's plan, right? So I don't know. I don't know if it would be safe or not. You know what I could do, though? Maybe I could get some greater insight if I go back to Celestic Town. Maybe there's more to investigate there, right? Go ahead and heal my Pokemon real quick. Since Greyfeather did get recoil damage from overkilling that Feebas. I don't know. I'm definitely not very confused because I thought Cynthia was supposed to appear at this point in the game or something. Maybe I have to do National Dex stuff first. That's annoying. Where's that elder? Maybe she says something else. Are you the elder? No, you're some vendor. Okay. Let me explain why you're standing behind a counter, I guess. Oh, she's gonna be in the big house, isn't she? Right? Alright. What do you say? Anything of interest? Well, hello. You look good. That's a weird thing to say to a child. I did some research of my own since the last spot of trouble. Mount Cornet's acting up had me very concerned, too. Well, this is what I found in the shrine. It's a book, and it's quite old. Let me read a bit for you. The bearer of the shining adamant orb summons Dialga to the spear pillar. The guardian Pokemon of time will answer the call. The bearer of the shining lustrous orb summons Palkia to the spear pillar. The Pokemon that binds the spatial dimensions will answer the call. It seems that people have long ago met both Dialga and Palkia, the Pokemon of time and space. Interesting. Move. Yeah. When that Pokemon was born, intelligence bloomed among us, enriching our lives. Emotion, willpower. Those are the Lake Guardians, I bet. Right? Because stuff like that was mentioned, right? In Twin Leaf Town, you say? Isn't that close to Lake Verity? That lake is said to be home to Mesprit, the being of emotion. That Pokemon may well be watching over you. Would I like to know more about Mesprit? Yes, I would. Mesprit is the legendary Pokemon that symbolizes the emotions. Beside it are also Uxie, the being of knowledge, and Azelf, the being of willpower. Interesting. That's what I thought. Okay. These three Pokemon are said to have strong, compassionate spirits. The power of their spirits maintains the natural balance of Sinnoh. Okay, so they do, according to the myth, maintain balance, right? But she also just said, if I can get those orbs, I can get Dialga and Palkia to appear to me too. Means I could theoretically catch them too. And then I wouldn't have to worry about the three of them coming out of balance, would I? Hello. My big sister is studying the myths of Sinnoh. She wants to know how people and Pokemon interacted in the days of myths. Were things different back then, or were they the same as now? They literally had to have been different by definition. She says that's the focus for research. Yeah, so that's Cynthia then. Okay, cool. So, now I want to catch Dialga and Palkia. But, in the meantime, though, I think I could probably get away with catching the Lake Guardians, right? The one up here seems the most annoying to get just because it's so far out of the way and it's so cold. So that's the wrong way. So let's knock that out first. Real quick. I still have rock climb on a guy, right? Also, coming back here reminds me there's a temple here I wanted to check out at some point, as it looked kind of like some architecture that Hiro's encountered in the past. Alright, let's get to the stinking lake. Through this ridiculous freaking snow, my god. I really cannot express how much I hate the snow. It's so annoying. Ugh. Anyway, we're here. Ish. Now I just need to get out to the center of the lake. And luckily, it looks like the Island Guardians, or the Lake Guardians, rather, little islands, are still up above the water, which is interesting. It's almost as if they're waiting for Hiro to come and get them. Like, he has no reason to suspect that that's really what's going on here. But, we know for a fact that they can submerge their caves. So why are they still up on the surface when they were just captured? Unless they wanted someone else to find them. And who else would it be aside from Hiro, who was literally the one who saved them, right? So I think this is a good call, right? What would be the best Pokemon to take these things on with? I don't think I have anybody who can inflict status on them like 100% of the time. So I guess I'll just try to whittle them down, right? And my best choice that is jumpy for a quick attack since it's not that super powerful. Assuming it's here, and it is. Alright, I have... Show you guys real quick. There they are. Frickin' passed right by them. 100 Ultra Balls. I bought 99, but then I found one in the wild, so now I have 100. Gonna save. This is gonna take forever. Like, I'm gonna cut it down a lot, right? Because you guys don't need to watch me whittle down and capture 3 legendary Pokemon. Technically, I'm gonna have to chase Mesprit around the world, aren't I? I just finally, I blocked that out. I blocked that out because I literally just recently did that in my cartridge version of the game. It took me years. It took me years to catch Mesprit in my cartridge version. Oh, this is gonna suck a lot. I'm gonna get it done. That's why I've been pre-recording these a lot. Okay, so, yeah, I'm gonna cut it up a little bit. There's no point in you guys watching me do all of that in excruciating detail. So this is gonna seem really quick to you guys, but it's not gonna be. Coyne. Okay. Oh, that's cool looking. And this is some bopping music too, man. Level 50, that is lower than I expected. I was thinking probably level 60. But, okay. What's weaker? Cut or quick attack? Drain Punch? Drain Punch is probably weaker because these are psychic type, right? How much does that do? Oh, nothing. It did nothing. Okay. Good to know. Come on. How much will that do? A bit more, but not a lot. And it yawned at me. Are you kidding? Switch to somebody else to avoid that. Maybe I can paralyze it? Do I even have anything on Mischief that can paralyze anymore? I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. It doesn't work on me. But that does. Ouch. Okay. Discharge confuses, possibly, right? Or not confuses, paralyzes. I have Confuse Ray, too, so I can confuse it, which is where that slip-up came from. I'm just an idiot. Okay, let's try another one of these. With the Amnesia, that did practically nothing. Okay, I can stand one more then. I don't want to confuse it though, because even though I do think that counts as a status condition for capturing, I don't want it to hit itself. So I'm just gonna start chucking balls, and I'll check back in with you guys when one of them actually frickin' works. Come on. Yes! Ugh. It didn't do any more damage to me. It mostly just kept using status moves, but I've had to switch between guys multiple times to avoid yawn. And I've thrown, I don't know, probably 11 of those stupid things. But I finally got it. That wasn't too bad. Uxie, the knowledge Pokemon. It's 1 foot tall, 0.7 pounds. When Uxie flew, people gained the ability to solve problems. It was the birth of knowledge. Thank you very much, Uxie. I very much like my brain. Thank you for giving it to me, allegedly. And no, Uxie is the perfect name for this thing, so it's just going to keep its name. Alright, yeah, that was cool. Let's go do that 2 more times. Alright, Lake Valor. Let's, head out to the little island on this lake, shall we? I like that they're all the exact same location, but, like, the environment around them is different, right? To reflect where they're located. That's pretty cool. It's a detail they didn't have to include. They didn't have to put... Thanks. They didn't have to put snow on that other one. They didn't have to... I mean, I'm assuming that this one is dirt, and that's unique. I don't know. I haven't been to the other one yet. They didn't have to do that. They could have just made them all dirt. It would have looked fine. And there it is. Okay, same strategy, I guess, right? I didn't save. God damn it. I hope I don't have to reset. That did about as much damage as it did to the other guy, I guess. Or did I use cut against the other guy? Is cut more powerful than quick attack? I don't know, I don't care. Let's just wail on it a couple more times. I think after this it can probably take one more hit. I don't know if I want to risk that though, frankly. Because if I knock it out, I have to reset to before I caught the other one. And I don't want to do that. Drain Punch should do less, right? That'll heal me a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's the red. I think I'm gonna go for it. Ah, god damn it. And this one actually attacks, which is annoying. Alright, it's locked itself into Uproar for a few more turns, but it's also nasty plotted up its Uproar, which sucks, but I have Mischief, who will not be affected by Uproar, so I'm just gonna switch into him. Yeah, okay. And did that automatically calm it down? Or was it ready to calm down anyway? Because if that automatically calmed it down, that did not work as effectively as I thought. Maybe I'll get it this time and it won't matter. Really should have been throwing quick balls at these things when the battle started, but I keep forgetting to do that. Ah, okay, cool. That wasn't too bad. And this is Azelf, the willpower Pokemon, same size as the other one. When Azelf flew, people gained the determination to do things, and also to complete Undertale. It was the birth of willpower. Someday I will stop making determination jokes. Not yet, though. That was only like the second ball I threw that time. I'm gonna go ahead and replenish my supply of balls again, though. Just to be on the safe side, I think. And also probably heal up, too. Though I'm gonna have to chase this one around. It's just gonna run from me, so it's not even gonna attack me, is it? Eh, whatever. Fine, it doesn't matter. Alright. Running a little low on money at this point, but that's fine. I can sell off more stuff if I have to. Alright, and Lake Verity. And the cool thing about this one, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but the cool thing about this one is because it's a freaking roaming Pokemon. God damn it. I had to put another repel on. Run from the stinking Psyduck. Seems to be the only Pokemon that ever appears in any of these stinking lakes. Yeah, run away. Go. Now this one's identical to the other one, so they're not quite as unique looking as I thought, but still, they didn't have to put snow on that one. It would have been fine without it. So my point still stands. The cool thing about Mesprit is because it's a freaking roaming Pokemon. I still haven't saved again. I'm such an idiot. Real quick, let's save real quick. Dear God. All right, cool. The cool thing about this one is because it's roaming Pokemon, and so you don't even get to engage in battle with it here. It does this thing. You actually get to see it. Like that's the Pokedex getting a scan of it, right? And then it runs off. So I didn't get to put a little check mark. Oh, hey, it's what's-his-face. Hiro. That was Mesprit, wasn't it? You've accomplished what I asked you to do at the Canalave Library. I asked you to get data on the Pokemon of the lake, and you did. But it didn't provide any answers about the mysteries of evolution. Yeah, because these Pokemon don't evolve, dude. I think your research is going in the wrong direction, man. You might want to rethink it. I still don't know why some Pokemon evolve and others don't. Ultimately, it only deepens the mystery. It really doesn't. It's exactly as deep as it was before. But having mysteries to solve, that adds to my enjoyment. Yeah, that I get. That is true. I understand that. Hiro, why don't you chase after Mesprit? To me, it seemed as if it wanted to play with you. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe, too. If you were to use the Pokedex app marking map, you'd be able to track the movements of Pokemon. What? You don't have marking map? You should occasionally pay visits to the Pokedex company, you know. Go on, Hiro. I'll make sure you will keep I'm sure that you will keep... Dear God, I read that real wrong. I'm sure that you will keep meeting countless Pokemon and people. Those encounters will keep thrilling you in your own special ways. Okay. I hope you enjoy that experience. Take care, Hiro. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. How did he know I was here? That guy's better connected than I thought he was. Alright, where's that guy that gives me stuff? Is that you? Was that you? Hi! I'm the president of the Pokedex company. Hi! Your patience is rewarded. Yeah, thanks. Marking map. Great, that's the one I came here for. I'm just gonna go now. Can I go now, please? Thank you. Bye. Ran into the frickin' wall again. Alright, and unfortunately I have to get rid of my poorly drawn checkboxes. Where is marking map? There it is, okay. And, god damn it. Hit completely the wrong button. Dear God, I'm playing terribly today. I am shockingly lucky, stunningly lucky. I've been stunningly lucky, considering how poorly I've been playing today. What's this building? Alright. Have I ever been in there? Do I care? No? No. Okay. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna run between these two locations until Mesprit shows up on Route 203. It's probably gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna cut the whole thing out. And just to be clear, I'm going to keep doing this over and over again, whittling it down with quick attacks each time I make it appear until it's weak enough that I can start throwing balls at it. Then I'm going to keep doing this over and over again, throwing a ball at it each time I encounter it until I catch it. It's going to take hours. It's going to be awful. But yeah. Or maybe Arceus will be kind to me, since I literally just did this a couple weeks ago. So one of the most annoying things about doing this is you'll get in a rhythm of running back and forth and triggering the Pokemon to move, and you start to zone out a little bit, let your muscle memory take over, and then before you know it, the Pokemon is there and you're there, but you've already run back across the boundary because your muscle memory was driving, and that has happened to me 2 times already, and I'm so mad about it. To be clear, I haven't even encountered it once yet at this point. Aha! Finally. Okay, cool. I should be able to encounter it now, right? Okay. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remember to try a quick ball immediately. Because why the hell not, right? That is the wrong button. Don't want to do that if I'm trying a quick ball immediately. Have only 10 of them, but you know. Now, quick balls are really good for catching this thing in general, just because it flees. Oh my god. Oh my god. You have no idea. I wasn't kidding when I said that was going to take hours. That is the luckiest catch I've ever made in my entire life, and I could not be happier. Oh my god. That shouldn't have worked. I'm so happy that it did. But it shouldn't have. I guess Arceus is smiling down on me today. Holy shit. Okay, what I was going to say is because he flees immediately after each encounter, like you have time to get off like a priority attack or something. Maybe you can get off a priority attack. Can you attack him once before he runs? Maybe just in general? I guess you would be able to. That's how roaming usually works, right? I'm building this thing up to be more annoying than it actually is in my head, aren't I? Yeah, you can attack it once before it runs. And because of that, you can whittle it down and maybe even inflict a status ailment on it, and that'll all carry over to the next encounter. And then each time you re-encounter it, you can throw a quick ball at it with its health low, which is fantastic. But I didn't have to do any of that, and my whole body's tingling. I'm so happy. Anyway, this is Mesprit, the emotion Pokemon. When Mesprit flew, people learned the joy and sadness of living. So, you know, the Pokemon that made it possible to feel all that the year 2020 had to offer us. It was the birth of emotions. Oh my god. I need a second. Okay, and of course I will not be giving this a nickname, because Mesprit is the perfect name for this Pokemon. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. That was nuts. That was absolutely bonkers crazy. But I'm gonna save my stinking game. And, then end the episode here. I'm not sure what the time code's gonna be on this one. But, I don't want to start anything else this episode, so if I end up cutting out enough that it's a little short, I apologize. If it's a little long, I also apologize, though not as much, because I think more content is better than less, right? Next time, I guess the next thing Hiro would do is either Snowpoint Temple or maybe go explore the mountain to try to find evidence of where the orbs are so that he can try to encounter Dialga and Palkia and capture them too. I will decide in between episodes. I don't have any more time to record today because even though that did take far less time than I expected, it still took a long time to get that thing to even show up. So I am both at time for the episode and also at time for how much time I have scheduled. So in the meantime, this has been AJ22 and I will talk to you guys later.